Lakum dinukum walayya din. The mullahs and the priests and the bishops should understand that we are one. We are not to kill each other. We are to love each other. So if we become the pattern of love, you saw last time Mr. Sultan could not come this time because he had some problem there. But he was here, like my brother. And other my journalist friends like Sohail Baraj, Hamid Mir, they are like my younger brothers, and Irshad Arif and Munu Bhai and Nadir Naji, all, because I was one Christian working among them. But there was no difference. And love begots love. So that is what we have to show. That's my request to everybody. In Christians, we understand the problems, what the problems Christians have. I'm a journalist, so I know every time I read 14 papers.
मेरा अगला क्वेश्चन है कि आपको एक मजहबी स्कॉलर के तौर पे भी बड़े इज्जत और एहतराम से देखा जाता है, तो इस तनाज़ुर में बताइए कि पाकिस्तान की सबसे बड़ी मसीही आबादी बहार कॉलोनी और दूसरी मसीही आबादियों में बड़ी तादाद में नए चर्चेज, सेमिनरीज और मिनिस्ट्रीज बन रही हैं, जबकि रफाही अदारों मसलन फ्री क्लिनिक, ओल्ड एज होम्स, बेरोज़गार नौजवानों के लिए काउंसलिंग और तरबियती अदारों की कमी को शिद्दत से महसूस किया जा रहा है। इस सूरत हाल के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
जो मुआशी जो अपने कलीसियाई इज्तिमाई मामले हैं, ये सारे जो मैंने आपको कलीदी लफ्ज़ बोला है मोहब्बत का, उसी के तहत आते हैं। जब आप पड़ोसी से अपनी मानत मोहब्बत रखेंगे अपने जिस्म की तरह, तो फिर उनके बच्चों का भी आप ख्याल करेंगे। जब जो है अपने पेट पर अब हाथ मारेंगे, अपने पेट पूजा करेंगे, अपने खानदान की, अपने रिश्तेदारों की, तो आपको अपनी कौम का ख्याल, कौम के बच्चों का ख्याल नहीं होगा। तो बाइबल में लिखा है इज्जत के लिहाज से दूसरे को अपने से बेहतर समझो। तो इस वास्ते अगर इस नुक्ते को पकड़े सेमिनरी वाले, वो हम वहाँ लेक्चर तो करते हैं जहाँ सेमिनरियों में, मैं उस सेमिनरी में भी आपके यहाँ वो जो आपको पता ही है वहाँ मैं रहा हूँ, और शेल ने वो सेमिनरी बनाई थी।
हाँ जी।
और उसी सेमिनरी में वो लियाकत भी मेरे दोस्त हैं और बाकी सारे दोस्त हैं। अब हम एक दूसरे की तनकीद तो नहीं करना चाहते, लेकिन ये वो गोल तो हमारा यही होना चाहिए कि जैसे हम अपने आप को मोहब्बत रखते हैं, पड़ोसी से भी वैसी मोहब्बत रखें। वो खुदा की बादशाही में अगर एक खुदा को मानता है और पड़ोसी से मोहब्बत नहीं रखता, तो वो तो निसफ मसीही है। तो जो अदारे हैं हमारे, जो बिशप साहबान हैं, काबिल कदर हैं, बड़ा इल्म है उनका, हमारे दोस्त भी हैं। अलेक्जेंडर मलिक जो है मेरे गहरे दोस्त हैं, सैमुअल अज़राया भी मेरे दोस्त हैं, और मैं दूसरों को भी कोई कमतर नहीं समझता। लेकिन वो अगर वो यही बात को, नुक्ते को, बाइबल को समझे, जो कि हमारा उस्ताद है, जो कि मसीह खुदावन जो हमारे पेशवा हैं, तो दूसरे का ख्याल ना करना और दूसरे के बच्चों का ख्याल ना करना और अपने बच्चों का ख्याल करना, अपने बच्चों को सबसे खूबसूरत समझना और बड़ी बड़ी आला दरसगाहों में भेजना, और गरीब के बच्चे के लिए अगर दे सकते हो तो इसकी परवरिश भी करनी चाहिए, अगर कर सकते हो। अगर आपके पास पैसा नहीं है तो फिर वो मजबूरी है। लेकिन जब पैसा हो, वो फंड जो है वो गलत इस्तेमाल किए जाएं, समझे, तो वो तो फिर वो खुद ही जवाबदेह हो सकते हैं। हम दूसरे तो उन पर एतराज करेंगे तो वो तो नुक्ताचीनी बन जाएगी, क्योंकि हम ये ऐसा तो नहीं करने चाहते, किसी को नाराज नहीं करना चाहते। हम यही चाहते हैं कि हमारा जो है स्टैंडर्ड जो है वो दैट इज बाइबल। तो मेरा स्टैंडर्ड भी वही है। मैं अपने आप से शुरू करना चाहता हूँ। अपने आप को जांचो, ईमान पर हो या नहीं हो। तो वी शुड लुक एट आवरसेल्व्स, not others, as you see. So then every society, our society in Pakistan, these organizations, Gujranwala Seminary and every institute, we should not name them. They should just examine themselves. वो अपने आप को देखें, खुदा के सामने जब दुआ करते हैं रात को सोने, अपने कसूरों की माफी मांगते हैं, जैसे हम दूसरों के कसूरों को माफ करते हैं,
बिल्कुल
अपने
सही।
कसूर पहले उनका एतराफ करना, फिर उनको तर्क करना। और ये अगर हम ऐसा इस असूल पर अमल पैरा हो जाए तो फिर मसीह जो है दुनिया के नमक है। और कुरान ने भी ये कहा कि ये जो है वलतजिदन्ना अक़रबहुम मवद्दतन अल्लज़ीना क़ालू इन्ना नसारा ज़ालिका बिअन्ना फ़ीहिम क़िस्सीसीना व रुहबानन व अन्नहुम ला यस्तकबरून। वो कुरान जो है वो भी तारीफ से भरा है। 130 बार बाइबल का कुरान में जिक्र है। और अब हम देखिए वो इसी वास्ते वो जब ये मैं अभी देख रहा था आपको, वो पहले इधर हो गया मेरे कागजों के नीचे, वो मैंने कंक्लूडिंग पॉइंट्स जो रखे हैं वो इधर जो है वो अभी मैं रखे थे वो फिर इधर हो जाते हैं। हाँ, ये कंक्लूडिंग पॉइंट जो है ना, मैंने सोचा था तो मैंने उनको लिखा भी, लेकिन वो कागजों के नीचे दब जाते हैं। और ये देखिए कि ये जो है हिस्ट्री ऑफ early Muslims and the treaties which Prophet of Islam conducted with the Jews and Christians. And it is the book I have taken from the history of Ibn Hisham, that book. At the page number I have also quoted here. You see, وَمَا الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, I can read it for you. وَأَنْ جَهُودْ بَنِي عَوْفٍ أُمَّا لِلْجَهُودِ دِينُهُمْ وَلِلْمُسْلِمِينَ. لِلْجَهُودِ دِينُهُم, Jews have their religion. Walil Muslimin dinuhum, and Muslims have their religion. That is what the great founder of Pakistan also said, that you are free to practice your own religion, and nobody can force one's religion to another religion, and let everybody worship. And as a citizen, we are all one. We're poor, we are farmers, and we are theologians, we are missionaries, institutes. When we collect money in the name of God, and it should be spent in the name of God for the welfare of the children. That is coming back to your question. That institute, which they are founding the institute there in Pakistan, so many are corruption charges there all the time. So money is a temptation. So we should be honest steward. If we become honest stewards, then there will be no corruption. Whatever money the foreigner people send money to Pakistan, it should be used honestly. That in Pakistan, Christians face many problems. Many Christians get angry with me that I don't say the problems of the Christians. I know the problems of Christians. I am from Pakistan, and I know what are the problems they face here, minorities. And your subject of your topic is, as you see, what did you do? What was your subject here?
Minority matters. Minority matters.
Minority matters. So it matters. Minority is a sacred community among the majority. Prophet of Islam was minority in Makkah, and he had to flee for his life. And Christian king from Ethiopia, his name was Najashi. He protected him. The Muslims, early Muslims, first they migrated to the Christians are also, you see, Prophet of Islam was in minority there. The Muslims were in a small number, but the people who denied and opposed him were in great number. He had to flee for his life. That is why when he came to Medina, and there were Jews were more, and Christians were more, Najran, and he cut treaties with them and put some kind of agreement with them. And that agreement I quoted. And Christian Muslims in Pakistan, they are a majority, and they should understand that sometimes they were also minority. And when they in India, they are in minority. Many Muslims are there. So we should respect each other, and rights of minorities should be protected. And the majority should protect their rights, as the founder of Pakistan said so. So that speech, that speech is important. That you are free to go your synagogue, free to go to your churches, free to go to your temples. There should be no forced marriages, and because state has nothing to do with the religion. State should treat every citizen equal. So that is the problem. If the state but no, our government understands that. Shabazz Sharif understand that, and Maryam Nawaz, they are respectable. And We should respect the government. Bible says, whatever government you must respect the rules of the government, and you can also have healthy criticism against the government. That is no problem. They should have toleration and healthy criticism. There are two criticism. One is unhealthy criticism, to attack people. You attack the government people. That is not a kind of criticism. You should obey the rules and protest within the limits of the law. That is the freedom. Freedom
That's
does
right.
not allow you that you attack churches, you attack Shias, Shias attack Sunnis, and churches be attacked. That is not, you see, freedom. Freedom is only peacefully. Here in Sweden, you have freedom and you can protest. You can protest peacefully within the limits of the law. And if the law is bad, you should protest against that law. If the law of this 295C is bad, you should protest. And advocates and lawyers and religious scholars like Ahmadi moderate scholars should sit together and work out why Christians and Muslims or Ahmadiyas are minorities. That is the concern of minorities there in Pakistan. So that should be addressed within the limits of the law, peacefully and with negotiations. So everything can be solved. Whatever problem in Arabic you say, لكل مشكل حل. Every problem has a hal. So the problems are there to overcome those problems, not to, you see, get defeated and surrender before the problems. You have to conquer the problems with wisdom, God-given wisdom, in peaceful ways. So that is the way of mankind, and to live a good life. Like in other Western countries, you see they are improving. There is no dishonesty. Only foolish people can cheat you. You can trust the system because it is built upon the honesty. If you have the system on honesty, everybody should speak truth. Then everything is good. Honesty is the best policy. That we should also act upon that policy. And our country, we love our country. Our heartbeat, look here. I live in Sweden. The flag of Pakistan is lying here. And when I go there, Pakistan lives in my heart. And Muslims live in my heart. And everybody lives in my heart. Maybe they are doing something. We should forgive them, make them understand, as much as through negotiation, through peaceful talk. You cannot have also polemical, and you say your prophet is bad. They say Jesus Christ is bad. And then the fight starts. And they fight in the name of the prophets, in the name of the teachings of Islam, in the name of the Jesus Christian people, Jewish people fighting for the name of their own Torah. They say it is our country. It is our country. Palestine have no right here. And so that the Kashmir people, that Kashmir problem also there. So we should also examine ourselves. We should love each other, and because they are the same mankind. They are creation of God. So that is solution for every country. In Pakistan, in the India, in the Israel, in Ukraine, everywhere the same problem. Hatred is the problem. When hatred is replaced with love, then everything is solved. That is the key, master key, as I told you. So that is my approach. People may not agree with me, but they have problems. But problems are there to conquer those problems.
That's right. अच्छा रातिक साहब,
Are you
इसी
there?
से यस इसी से मिलता जुलता सवाल बल्कि से जुड़ा हुआ कि आपने जैसे जिक्र भी किया कि आपके बहुत से बिशप साहबान, दो का तो आपने नाम लिया, सैमुअल अज़राया साहब, अलेक्जेंडर जॉन मलिक, कि आपके दोस्त भी हैं। मुझे ये बताइए कि मसीही मजहबी रहनुमाओं के अमली सियासत में या बराह रास्त सियासत में आने के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे? क्या उनको आना चाहिए या अपने जो उनका प्रोफेशन है उसकी तरफ एज अ रिलीजियस लीडर उनको काम करना चाहिए?
वो मजहबी आप टीचर भी बन सकते हो अगर आपने अपने आपको वक्फ किया है कि you are devoted for spreading the gospel, so should you devote your time more for the spreading of gospel. But if you are not devoted yourself to become a pastor or a priest or bishop, then you can join every department, whatever. But if you are a bishop and you have committed yourself that you are committed to the Lord and serve Lord, so you should serve Lord. You cannot serve two masters. If you have to serve two masters, Bible says, then you cannot have to one master and two masters. There's one master. One master is you commit yourself. If you become father, you become bishop, you leave your family, you devote yourself to God, and then you live with God. And then if you want to have the both things together, you see, then you are serving two masters. If you love money, then that is another master. And if you have, Jesus said, you cannot have money is master, and then God is master. So when you have money also, that is good if you have. That like Bill Gates, he is the richest man. He has devoted 90% of his income to the poor people. That is a good use of the money. So if you have money, you want to use it for welfare of your children, for welfare of whatever income you have. So you can also, but if you are a priest, yourself coming back to your question, if you are priest and you said that I will not become a teacher, I will not become a journalist, I will only be living for serving Jesus Christ. So then you are committed to yourself to read the Bible, teach the Bible, go to the Sunday school, and those kind of activities. But if you are going to at the same time and you run something else also, then your attention is divided. You are serving two masters. But of course, if you can afford to have that time, then you can also become a teacher and use the income of your teacher, also teacher one place and the pastor and the other place. That is that's no ban in the Bible.
रातिक साहब ये बताइए कि बतौर सीनियर सहाफ़ी आपको मुख्तलिफ सियासी रहनुमाओं से मुलाकात का शर्फ हासिल हुआ है। ये बताइए कि अक़लियतों के हवाले से आप पाकिस्तान की किस सियासी पार्टी को निस्बतन बेहतर समझते हैं?
मैं ये समझता हूँ कि बतौर मसीही जो है जर्नलिस्ट जो होता है, he is not part of any party. If he is motivated by a party, his affiliation with some party. If I belong to People's Party, I may love People's Party. I may love Muslim League Noon. I may love other party too. There are several parties. But if I am a journalist, then I am looking. I cannot be member of a committed member of a party and at the same time be a journalist. If doctor is a doctor, if somebody if he become a Christian doctor, and he says that he will only examine Christian patients, and what about the other people who come to him who is not Christian? So journalist is like impartial. He must have if something comes for Muslim League Noon, he should report that. And if something come against Muslim League, he should, if it is to do right reporting. Truth must be reported, not exaggeration. Our opinion, you see, should be put in the news. Then you are not honest. You must be honest in your profession. So that's what many things. But it is very high standard, you know. We be honest. There are mistakes. We have to examine our mistakes and repent of that, and then become a true whatever we are doing. If you are a priest, you must be true priest. If you are a kind of another person, a member of you are a politician, you must be a true politician, and whatever you are.
ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट सवाल है मिनॉरिटीज के हवाले से कि सूबा सिंध में खुसूसन और मुल्क के दूसरे सूबों में अमूमन नाबालिग हिंदू और दीगर गैर मुस्लिम अक़लियती लड़कियों के जबरी तब्दीली मजहब या फोर्स्ड कन्वर्जन्स के बढ़ते हुए वाक़यात को कैसे रोका जा सकता है?
Because there is no such liberty in Islam and even Christianity that you force other people. Islam says, La ikrah fi din. There is no compulsion in religion. It is your own will that if you accept one truth, one religion, you accept that. Nobody has the courage to make you forcefully a girl or to convert, to marry a girl to become or a Christian or to Muslim. Or Muslim say we will take her and make her Muslim. That is against Quran, and that is against liberty. That is against humanity and human values. You must respect people as they are. And when here in Sweden, my grandson is about 18, will become soon 18. So we here they don't force any child that he should adopt that religion or that. If he wants, she wants, she could believe in God. If she doesn't like, she could not believe in God. If she want to become a Buddha, she can become a Buddha. If she is want to become a Muslim, she can remain Muslim. Nobody can force. No state can force, and no
That's
people
right.
should force each other to, you see, convert their religion. And that should be brought to justice, and we should be brought to them to the legal penalty. The people who are taking underage girls and force them to change their religion. So, but the government is doing as good as they want to. But society should also, and the individual should also work as they should.
हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट है मेरा मुल्क की सियासत के हवाले से कि इस्लामी जमहूरिया पाकिस्तान के आइन की रूह से कोई गैर मुस्लिम पाकिस्तानी मुल्क का सदर या वजीर आजम नहीं बन सकता, जबकि पीपल्स पार्टी के नौजवान चेयरमैन, मौजूदा मेंबर कौमी असम्बली और साबिक वजीर खारजा बिलावल भुट्टो जरदारी ने किसी मसीही को पाकिस्तान का वजीर आजम देखने की ख्वाहिश का इजहार किया है। ये कैसे मुमकिन होगा?
Yes, every law is not, that is a man-made law. Every law, all the time, there are amendments. So you have to amend the law to have, if there is something assembly, they think they should bring it to the assembly there, to the parliament, and parliament people should have open discussion about that, how far they can do that. So law should be, if the law is something against the human charter and charter of human rights, if it's that is discrimination, that should be amended there in the parliament. It should not be only you could force it to do that. A Christian should become the president, prime minister of Pakistan. We demand it. We should do that. We should go through the parliament and go move that resolution there. The Christian members who are there, they should raise their voice there, and everybody should agree and peacefully should amend the law. The law which is should be discussed. If some law is defective, all members, they are educated people.
बतौर एक सीनियर और तजर्बाकार सहाफ़ी इस शोबा में, यानी जो जर्नलिस्ट बनना चाहते हैं बच्चे बच्चियां, नए आने वाले नौजवानों को जो सहाफत को बतौर पेशा अपनाना चाहते हैं, क्या मशवरा देना चाहेंगे?
जैसे वो दूसरे शोबे में जाते हैं, अब सहाफ़ी जो है उसके लिए पहले आपको तालीम हासिल करनी चाहिए। जो सहाफत का म्यार है वो कॉलेज है, वहाँ जर्नलिज्म का ज्वाइन करना, एमए किया है तो एमए जर्नलिज्म में जाए, और किसी सहाफ़ी के पास बैठे सीखे तो जाके वो देखे कि उसके पास डिप्लोमा होना चाहिए। और किसी अखबार में जाता है, अखबार वाले टेस्ट लेते हैं, दे टेक ए टेस्ट to the person who comes. And if I want to become a journalist here in Sweden and would like to go to the Swedish people, I must first, they will ask me that do you speak Swedish? If I don't speak Swedish, so I cannot be a Swedish journalist. You know, I could write column in English, they could translate into Swedish. So, you know, so if you are there, you go to a newspaper, young people, they have done BA, they have done MA, and if they have gone that, and you want to work as a journalist in a paper like Noaibak or Daily Jung as I worked, then you should go apply, and then they will tell you that this is our standard, that if you become a reporter, you should have that kind of standard, you should have degree, you should have experience, and then we will test you. If you fit that criteria, you are welcome. Or let us say a short prayer, and then we disperse each other. Bless everybody, bless the viewers everywhere. Where I have committed some fault, you may like and you may not like. Forgive me that, but I speak my mind. Whatever my mind is, I speak freely. So
That's right.
that should be the standard of a free gender, you know. And that I have learned, and I lived with that. And Bible also teaches us, Quran also teaches us. So let us put them together. And we should not, you see, be polemical. We should not be, you see, unjustly criticizing it. But if there is some criticism which is genuine, then you can put with the kind words to each other. So that is the kind of negotiation. And मैं आपको वो चाहूंगा, शेर मैं सुनाऊंगा आपको कि देखो बेशुमार मैंने शेर लिखे हैं. मैं सोचूंगा कि कौन सा जो मैं पहले वो मुल्तफित हुए तो साहिल वहां न था, वो मुल्तफित हुए तो साहिल वहां न था, महफल जमी थी रौनक के महफल वहां न था. ये मेरे शेर हैं. हैरत का अक्स था, ये तखय्युल की एक शबी. हैरत का अक्स था, ये तखय्युल की एक शबी, कोई भी आईना के मुकाबिल वहां न था. So let us conclude with that, because when there is no internet, then we cannot communicate with each other. वो मुल्तफित हुए तो साहिल वहां न था, महफल जमी थी रौनक के महफल वहां न था.
नाजरीन, इसके साथ ही हमारे आज के प्रोग्राम का वक्त अब ख़त्म होता है. अगर आपको हमारा ये प्रोग्राम पसंद आया है तो हमारे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें, कमेंट्स करें और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें ताकि हमारी नई आने वाली वीडियोस आपको बर वक्त मिल सकें. अब अपने मेज़बान इमैनुअल यूसुफ को इजाज़त दीजिए. खुदा हाफिज़ एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल.